the previous video, we knew that Gangadhar Pant told Rajendra Deshpande each and everything he had seen in the India of the other world. On being asked, Gangadhar Pant told Rajendra Deshpande that he had been thinking of the catastrophe theory and its implications for history. Gangadhar Pant also produced his vital evidence, a page torn off a book. Rajendra Deshpande read the text on the printed page and he was shocked. Now see what happened after that. Gangadhar Pant pressed home his advantage. Gangadhar Pant took his advantage. I had inadvertently means without knowledge or intention, slipped the bakar in my pocket as I left the library. Gangadhar Pant told Rajendra Deshpande that he had inadvertently slipped the bakar in his pocket as he left the library. I discovered my error when I was paying for my meal. Gangadhar Pant discovered his mistake when he was paying for his food. I had intended to return it the next morning. He had intended to return the bakar the next morning, but it seems that in the melee of Azad Maidan the book was lost. But perhaps the book was lost in the melee of Azad Maidan. Only this torn off page remained. He had only the torn page of the book. And luckily for me, the page contains vital evidence. It was luck for Gangadhar Pant that the page contained vital evidence. Vital evidence means important evidence. Rajendra again read the page. Rajendra Deshpande again read the page. It described how Biswas Rao narrowly missed the bullet. The page described how Biswas Rao had a narrow escape from the bullet and how that event, taken as an omen, omen means good sign, by the Maratha army, turned the tide in their favor. See, the page described how Biswas Rao had a narrow escape from the bullet and how that event, how Biswas Rao had a narrow escape from the bullet. That event, taken as an omen, as a good sign by the Maratha army. Turned means changed the tide, the result in their favor, in the favor of the Marathas. Now look at this. Gangadhar Pant produced his own copy of Bhau Banchi Bakar, opened at the relevant page. When Rajendra Deshpande had read the torn page, Gangadhar Pant produced his own copy of Bhau Banchi Bakar, opened at the relevant page and asked Rajendra Deshpande to read it. The account ran thus: and then Biswas Rao guided his horse to the melee where the elite troops were fighting, and he attacked them and got expressed his displeasure, he was hit by the bullet. The account ran thus. The discussion was in this way. And then Biswas Rao guided his horse to the melee where elite troops were fighting and he attacked them. And God expressed his displeasure. He was hit by the bullet. Now see, in this discussion, Rajendra Pandey found that the scenario was totally different from that of the torn page. In the torn page, he had read that Biswas Rao had a narrow escape from the bullet and the Marathas had won the battle. But in this discussion, he found that God expressed displeasure and Biswas Rao was hit by the bullet and the Marathas lost the battle. Professor Gatunde, you have given me food for thought. After reading the discussion, Rajendra Pandey told Professor Gatunde that he had given him food for thought. Until I saw this material evidence, I had simply put your experience down to fantasy. He said that before reading that material evidence, he had thought that his experience was totally imaginary. But facts can be stranger than fantasies, as I am beginning to realize. He said that now he was beginning to realize that facts could be stranger than fantasies. Facts? What are the facts? I am dying to know, Professor Gatunde said. Now, Professor Gatunde was restless to know the facts.